All right, Ms. Pogue, if you would please stand. The verdict reads as follows as to each count. On count one, it says, we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. On counts 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the verdict reads, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of felony murder, 2 counts, aggravated battery, 2 counts, and cruelty to child in the first degree. Y'all can have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tough week for you, I'm sure.
Y'all, it's this exact look here for me. Do you see how she's looking like, oh wait, there's more? And did y'all see where she really thought she was about to get away with the murder of her ex-boyfriend's toddler son? So this is Trinity Pogue, and she is the former beauty queen out of Georgia. She was on trial this week for the murder of her ex-boyfriend's toddler son who died from horrible blunt force trauma. She was a former student at Georgia Southwestern State University and a former member of the President Jimmy Carter Leadership Program. And she was also a former Miss Donaldsonville pageant queen until she was stripped of her title after she was arrested. The verdict is in, but it's not the one she thought she was getting. Remember how she was laughing and smiling and playing around in court yesterday? According to reports, Trinity was found guilty today of felony murder in the death of 18-month-old J.D. Angeles, who was visiting her dorm room at the university at the time of his death. J.D.'s dad had stepped out to get a pizza or something, and Trinity was watching him. Trinity was further charged with 1 count of cruelty to children in the first degree, as well as 2 counts of aggravated battery. Reportedly, she was sentenced to life in prison for felony murder and 20 years for cruelty to children, and that will be a concurrent sentence. If she wants to appeal this, she does have 30 days to do so. She was sentenced less than an hour after the guilty verdict was read in court. It also didn't take the jury very long to get to that verdict. She was found not guilty of malice murder, though, which is that first verdict they read of not guilty where she thought she was getting away with it all. That was absolutely hilarious to me. Now, she does have the possibility of parole with the life in prison sentence. This will be after 30 years. And that's for the felony murder charge. So anyway, there we have it. Justice was served. For the most part, she needs to spend the rest of her days behind bars because she'll be around 50 when she's eligible for parole. And well, that's not cool because that's still almost half of her life to live, whereas she took the life of a toddler. She doesn't deserve the possibility of parole, in my opinion. What do y'all think about the verdict and sentencing of Trinity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And for more true crime news, be sure to follow and subscribe over on YouTube.